The following is a presentation of the Retro Network.
Come on and sit a spell. We've got stories and jokes to tell. It's gonna be a great Noel. It's the Advent Calendar House. Muppets, Batman, Smurfs, and even Garfield's Halloween. We're gonna take a trip down memory lane. Frosty, Rudolph, and a bunch you've probably never seen. It's Mike and pals that come to entertain. Turn the knob and lift the latch for fun and laughs that can't be matched. But just beware the icy patch. It's the Advent Calendar House.
Welcome to the Advent Calendar House, a holiday specials podcast that would never peek at its Christmas presents early because that constitutes an act of war. Today's adventure finds us caught in the middle of a battle for the North Pole in multiple dimensions, so prepare yourself as we grow our own army of tiny clones and march back to 1997 to witness the Christmas clash of Santa versus the Snowman 3D.
Santa versus the Snowman!
I am monotoned tour guide elf who can't shut up about how awesome his boss is, Mike Westfall. And joining me is an extremely lost penguin who will snitch on anyone who refuses to remain seated until the ride comes to a complete stop. It's Jeff Lofton from the Lost Christmas podcast. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Mike. Yes, and yes, I will. I will snitch on all of you. 100%.
I knew it. And now entering the arena in his giant nutcracker-shaped battle tank, it's Sammy Hain. Hi, Sammy.
Oh, everybody loves Westfall. Everybody's his friend.
Sure.
I just wish this podcasting never had to end.
That's not true.
Can I have a flute now?
Yeah, I left it in the other room. Thank you both for being here. So this came in as a recommendation this year. I had never heard of this before, so I want to hear about your histories with watching this. And let us start with Jeff.
So I feel like I saw this back in like the late 90s. And then I feel like I also saw it in a theater, like in the early 2000s with my little brother.
Okay.
Like when it did the IMAX release. It was like a compilation of some kind in IMAX. Now, look, I like the animation style. We were talking about this before we started. I have a nostalgia place in my heart for it. As far as storyline, we'll get to that, but yeah, it's something else. It was a fun watch for like 31 minutes or something. I enjoyed it. So
yeah,
nothing bad to say now.
Great. Sammy, what about you?
Yeah, I think a lot of times I always talk about, my old job at the used bookstore. And so this was one of those ones I was taking the kids in, let them pick out something. And just to show you how tuned in kids are to like specifics in design, they were Jimmy Neutron obsessed. Their mom was Jimmy Neutron obsessed. They said, wow, this looks like Jimmy Neutron.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Before we got it home and we're hearing, wait a second, that's so I remember they were so excited they didn't even wait for me to watch it. I wasn't there and they came in and they're like, Santa battles.
Immediately the first thing that stood out to me was that this was created by Steve Odekirk, whose name I know best as the guy behind Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Yes.
Yep.
He also worked on the Ace Ventura movies. He wrote and directed When Nature Calls. Also wrote the screenplays for Patch Adams, the Nutty Professor remake with Eddie Murphy, and probably most importantly, the aforementioned Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget Bruce Almighty. Bruce Almighty.
Oh, did he work on Bruce Almighty? I don't know why I didn't write that down. But Jimmy Neutron was created by John A. Davis, who directed and co-wrote this. I don't really know Jimmy Neutron that well, but it feels like there's some early DNA of that in this special.
I think so. Yeah, my brother loved Jimmy. So my brother's 11 years younger than me. So I grew up with two generations of cartoons. I had like the early aughts, late 90s also.
Yeah.
And my brother loved Jimmy Neutron, both the movie and the TV show. And so we watched a ton of it. And I definitely felt those vibes in this like early first season of Jimmy Neutron kind of stuff.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, never watched it. Been on the ride. They used to have a ride.
Yeah.
But That's all I got. So this special, Santa vs. the Snowman, originally aired December 13th, 1997, a Saturday night on ABC. It was one of 3 new Christmas specials that aired that night, and this was in the middle, right after something called The Online Adventures of Ozzy the Elf, which sounds like the most 1997 special.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know anything about it, but I looked at it, and apparently it's actual stop motion, unlike this.
Yeah.
So if it's stop motion, I'm gonna have to add that to my repertoire.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely... No, it is on my list already. I need to watch this now.
Well, it is now, too. Yeah.
Yeah. But then after this was some special called Christmas Miracles, where celebrities answered real kids' letters to Santa. It was an odd group. It was Melissa Joan Hart, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Halle Berry, and Richard Karn.
One of these things, not like the
Well,
other.
I mean, it was probably the ABC galaxy of stars is what happened
That's
there.
fair.
So you have Al, you have Sabrina, you have whatever Jennifer Love Hewitt was doing back then. Was that Party of Five? Was Party of Five even an ABC show? I don't remember.
No,
and then Halle Berry. So she's the one who's not like the other.
Okay.
Yeah, no kidding.
But then in 2002, Santa vs. the Snowman was released in theaters in IMAX 3D, making it the first fully animated holiday feature in IMAX 3D. So that's neat.
Yeah.
And probably they added like 10 minutes to it. They had to fluff it out to get people to...
Yeah, it's bookended with a new intro and outro, and that's the version we watched.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to watch this, I found both the original 97 broadcast with commercials and the 2002 extended version on YouTube, and there's even a legit 3D version on the Internet Archive, so if you happen to have a pair of those red and blue 3D glasses lying around, you can watch that.
Yep. And if you're really picky about aspect ratio and visuals, there's an upscaled 1080p version as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you have your choice of medium with which to watch it.
Yeah, whether you want it like crisp and beautiful, or if you want to look like you're watching it on a Game Gear, you have your pick.
Hey, give me that 4:3. Give me that 4:3 aspect ratio.
I was watching on my phone at lunch. Don't give me that.
Okay, yeah. So this newer cut opens on a snow globe depicting our title characters kind of sizing each other up. And then it zooms out to show us that the snow globe is sitting on top of one of several wrapped presents under a Christmas tree. There's a mouse who pokes its head out from behind it. And we just get a little tour around this CGI room full of toys. And it turns out this room is also full of Christmas trees.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And each has its own pile of presents. And other toys are wound up and moving across the floor because we are at Santa's office.
Mm-hmm.
Does he grow trees in a workshop? Is it like a greenhouse?
No, they're decorated. Maybe it's his hobby. Like some people have like the little sand garden.
Okay, yeah. Santa's got a Christmas tree for us. That makes sense. Yeah, because he's got a desk in here. He's checking his email, or he's checking his list. He's checking his list on the computer. Yeah.
Yes. And shout out to Bill Gates, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
more of a direct jab than a shout out.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's how you date a special.
Mm-hmm. Good blue screen of death.
Blue screen of death was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was very 1990s. Yeah.
Wait a second. What does that mean, out of memory? Oh, great. Lock up. Looks like little William Gates just waltzed his way into the naughty list. Oh, hello. Hi there. Santa here. Merry Christmas.
Santa is voiced by Jonathan Winters. He's back.
Mm-hmm.
Third time I'm talking about him this season. I did not plan that. It just happened that way. But the folks listening all season will know he also narrated Frosty Returns. Mm. And Sammy, you and I talked about him in Yogi the Easter Bear.
We sure did. I'm kind of surprised this is his real only time playing Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had asked me, I would have been, oh, yeah, I bet he did it a bunch of now. This is it.
That's what I thought. This is it. And he's a natural at it.
Agreed. I thought he was great. This special did give me vibes of like a tech demo.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Sega CD FMV games were always like tech demo more than like
Here's 3D Mario running around an empty room with some blocks.
That's right. That's right. That's why there were so many trees, right?
Yeah, that's it. It's the trees. Look.
Hey, look at the lighting effects.
Oh, he can climb up a tree. I found the way they animated Santa to be interesting now that you mentioned it. He's a short, squat little Santa with skinny little legs, but when he speaks, we see his mustache move. We never actually see his mouth hidden behind the beard. His mustache just kind of goes up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Smart animators.
Yeah, I thought it was a very clever way to not have to animate a mouth moving.
Easy to translate it to other languages, too.
Ooh, didn't think of that. Yeah, good call.
Ooh. Yeah, it's something that reminded me about watching Jimmy Neutron. Almost made me kind of nauseous because they were like very dynamic about the faces and the facial expressions, and this had that same. And I'm surprised, and this is like years before Polar Express, which creeped everyone out. But this kept it in that like cartoonish enough that you're not getting the uncanny valley of soulless Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
no, you're not quite in that valley. You're just kind of looking down from the top like, yeah, this looks kind of strange. So Santa says hello to the audience and then checks his paper list to see who's there. It's a single sheet of paper, so one of us is going to have to get a lump of coal. It's me. I'm the one who made you watch this. So
that's, hey, you know what? With energy prices these days, that's not the worst thing in the world, Mike.
Okay.
You got some self-power, right?
No, Santa wants to be fair about it, so he covers his eyes, waves his arm around and point to someone until he stops just off center to our right. Oof, we're safe. It's the guy next to us.
Yeah, that's right. I imagine in like the IMAX theater, this was like a Santa reaching out for you, King Kong style.
That's exactly what they're doing. It's the old, all of those other people think I'm talking to them, but I'm really just talking to you.
That's right. Love it.
Have no fear. Santa immediately laughs it off and admits he's just kidding. There's no naughty quota. He doesn't do that. He adds Christmas is a time when everyone learns the magic of giving to others. If you can bring a smile to someone else's face, there's no better feeling in the whole wide world.
But it better be exactly on Christmas. Otherwise, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
That's right.
Great way to start, and that's his opportunity to segue into our story proper when he remembers one Christmas a long time ago. It almost didn't happen. Really? Just the one Christmas? You know how many times I've watched Christmas almost not happen? Literally hundreds, Santa.
Over and over and over again.
Yes.
What is it this year?
Yeah, he dusts off this old book. I wonder, does he log every time Christmas almost doesn't happen?
Either that or Santa's got some short-term memory stuff.
Oh, that could be, yeah.
It's just wiped clean, like Memento. Like he wakes up and it's brand new.
Yeah, no, this book's for him. Dusts off this old book with Santa versus the Snowman on the cover. He documented this, or he had it documented. History's written by the winners, I guess. But this is a picture book that we zoom into and we meet our titular snowman sitting on a mound of snow in the middle of an otherwise dark, barren Arctic.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then in comes the narration, not by Santa, but by the familiar voice of a man I know, his name, Don LaFontaine, better known as the king of movie trailers.
That's right.
Once upon a time, there lived the loneliest snowman. He didn't have any friends because, well, there was nobody around. And since there was nobody to talk to, he never learned to speak. Instead, his little flute was his voice, and every night he would make his flute sing to the stars.
The In a World guy, in a world. This thing is narrated in movie trailer voice. That blew me away.
Well, it's like his IMDb. It's all narrator, announcer, narrator.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, a little bit about Don LaFontaine, though. He worked in voiceover from 1962 till his death in 2008. His last recorded voiceover line was for an episode of Phineas and Ferb called The Chronicles of Meep. And at the end, he kind of pokes fun of himself, saying, "In a world." There, I said it. Happy.
Love it.
Wikipedia made a good point. Since he died, voiceovers in movie trailers have kind of stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Shame, which is a shame. It's a huge shame.
Yeah, now it's all just slow, dramatic music. Like, how do you replace In a World guy? or like a sad cover of a 90s song.
Or they give away the entire plot in a 2.5-minute trailer, which
Right, yeah, no.
I like the voiceover. You get the narration and like leading in, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a missing gap, right?
Yeah, we miss Don LaFontaine very dearly. He introduces us to the loneliest snowman who didn't have any friends because nobody else lived near his iceberg. And he adds, since there's nobody around to talk to, this snowman never learned to speak. That's another mouth they got away with not having to animate.
Mm-hmm. It's genius.
They do a bit because this snowman has a little flute that he appears to have made out of ice. So the snowman plays the flute. It's actually a recorder.
Yeah, agreed.
You know, the kind you learn in elementary school. Y'all ever have a recorder?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my kids have one too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think ours is...
You're forced to.
Yeah, it's somewhere in my son's room is that recorder. But they call it a flute. It's not wrong. But the snowman played it every night to sing to the stars. So let's talk about this snowman. He's got a top hat, he's got a red scarf, big lump of coal for a nose.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he get those? How did this snowman come to be? Did someone make him and then just leave?
They went out to the tundra.
Yeah.
Carrying a top hat.
They got bored and left.
Like, we've seen Santa before adopt snowmen from warmer climates and bring him home. Did he bring him home and, like, abandon him? All right, run free!
Oh, dear.
Oh, man.
Interestingly, his eyes aren't made out of coal. They're blue and look almost watery, like a couple of puddles on his face, which I guess makes sense.
Well, there weren't buttons? I don't know.
I don't know. I thought they were like little puddles of some sort. He's made of frozen crystallized water, but his eyes move and blink, so yeah. I don't know.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's yeah.
He looks great though.
Agreed. Yeah, the animation I thought was solid for what it is.
It's easy to make a snowman creepy, and especially since he's attacking you with an army. The fact that he stays friendly is kind of important.
Don't get ahead of us.
Gee.
Spoiler, Sammy. Spoilers.
I'm sorry if you didn't read the title.
Yeah, really. It's on the tin, folks. But first he's playing his flute to the stars, but our narrator tells us one night the stars shouted back, and we hear sleigh bells as a bright light rockets across the sky and knocks the snowman off this little hill that he's on. Then I realized later that's his house. It's got like a window and door that we see later. First I'm just like, this is just a mound of snow he's on. No, he lives in there. He's on his roof.
Yeah, I kind of like that. You know, he should repopulate it and have like a snowman shire.
Yeah, that's what it kind of looked like. It looked like a shire. It looked like a hobbit home.
Right? They all like live in the hillocks and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's Santa rocketing across the sky, and this knocks the snowman off this hill, causing the flute to shatter on the ground into pieces. Not because it hit the ground. The snowman's holding it. It just breaks.
Yeah, and that's Santa's fault, not a manufacturing issue.
No. And then the light in the sky shoots off in another direction, so the snowman decides to follow it and find out what it is.
I guess Santa's trying out a new route since he never saw Santa come by and he, like, lives in walking distance of the North Pole.
Yeah, it's not Christmas Eve. He's just out on a joyride.
Could it also be that the snowman has no concept of time? Kind of like a dog?
Oh, it could be, yeah. Who knows how long it took him to, yeah.
Like, he might be, like, 2 days old.
Yeah.
So lonely.
He makes it to a forest of pine trees, and the smile on his face indicated to me he's never even seen a tree before.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. He never ventured far from home.
No. The place where he was just this big frozen void with a single mound of snow that he lives in. And then here something magical happens. The trees literally slide out of the way to reveal Santa's village. It looks like a pretty small village. It reminded me of Christmas Town from The Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's very Nightmare Before Christmas, but Santa has this touch of showmanship. I'm sure he just programmed the trees to do a grand reveal. Like, this is my curtain.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because these toy soldiers guarding the gate are automated. They're like little animatronics.
Mm-hmm.
They don't appear to be alive at all.
No, they don't have eyes.
No. And when the snowman waddles up to them, one of the soldiers' shirts lights up and reads, "Welcome, just come on in." There's no one outside but this snowman, so he wanders the empty streets with a look of wonder on his face, and then we hear people singing, so he follows the noise to one particular building, peeks through a window, and finds a group of elves hard at work as they sing about how everybody loves Santa.
Oh, we work for Kris Kringle.
He makes my sleigh bells jingle.
Yeah, everybody loves Santa. He's our favorite Claus.
And how blue does this song get? It makes my sleigh bells jingle, makes my elf spine tingle. I wish that he was single.
Yeah.
They knew what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to talk about the elf design here?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Particularly their noses. Every elf's nose is turned upward. It looks like a rhinoceros horn.
It reminded me more of what an elf shoe typically looks like.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I was wondering, what is up with this design?
It's very strange and very wide heads.
Yeah.
Like, almost like Hey Arnold.
Oh, hey, I wrote Mayor McCheese.
Mayor McCheese. I like yours better. I like it.
Yeah, they almost look like hamburger buns. They're all smushed with rhino horns making toys.
Yeah, they're just like cubes going around.
Almost. I wonder if that stuck with other people who watched this almost 30 years ago. Just help me remember that Christmas special with the elves with the weird noses and hamburger heads. We got you.
Yeah, agreed. Surely.
One elf is dressed like Elvis, a joke I liked better in a special called Muppet Classic Theater. And they're all singing Santa's praises. That's the other thing. These elves cannot stop singing about how much they love Santa.
So the snowman wandered into a cult.
Basically. Lots of Christmas specials feature elves who love their job. It's a great gig. These elves are just singing about everybody loves Santa. He's the bestest guy I ever knew.
Mm-hmm.
Until they run out of lyrics and just repeat, baby, 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 love, 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 Santa, 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 ho, ho, ho. That's the chorus.
That's the worst part. Ho, ho, ho.
And then Santa himself shows up with hot chocolate for everyone. Well, no wonder everyone loves him.
Mm-hmm.
He's very appreciative of the elves' hard work, and all the elves shout in unison, "Gee, thanks, Santa. You're extremely considerate."
Yeah. It is false modesty. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Oh, pshaw.
I mean, the hot chocolate's probably laced with something, too.
Oh,
right?
could be. Could be.
They're hooked on it.
See, this could be of Santa's own making. Because they all continue to go on about how much they love him. I love you more than candy. I love you more than presents. I love you more than my platform shoes.
Short joke.
So the snowman is watching all of this through a window. He is very intrigued. And then he notices on a high shelf just within reach a flute that looks just like his that broke earlier, except this one's painted red and gold. So he's so excited, he opens the window and just takes it. Snowman's never met another person before. He doesn't know what stealing is.
I know.
It's true. He's Romani.
Yeah.
It's all public property, right? Like, it's like
That's right.
He has no concept of it.
No.
Well, we should be on the snowman's side here. This is rather than explain it, they just set off the alarms.
Right, yeah, he's about to find out.
Start the death march.
Yeah, the second he takes this flute, an alarm sounds, the windows are suddenly covered in steel bars. This snowman doesn't know what to do, so he runs for it, back through the village, toward the entrance again, and now these toy soldiers come to life. You're allowed in, but if you try to get out with one of Santa's toys, then try and block the gate, but the snowman just slides underneath him.
It should change to, like, unwelcome.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Love it. Yeah, the axes coming down. I guess those are more glaives, but nonetheless, like those coming down and nearly chopping him in half.
Mm-hmm.
That was thrilling. It was invigorating.
Very slowly.
Yeah, exactly.
We then cut to Santa, who's now requesting a status report from a security elf on a closed-circuit TV monitor, who tells Santa they're tracking an intruder.
Santa! Sir, we've got a security breach. We're tracking an intruder who's leaving Sector 4.
Deploy ground units. Dash away all.
Yes, sir. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. That made me laugh.
That's right.
Behind the voice actors tells me this elf is voiced by David Floyd, who looks like he's primarily a producer. He was a supervising producer on The Weakest Link and the first episode of Deal or No Deal.
Ooh.
There's some other game show on his IMDb called Cram, in which contestants were given answers to general knowledge questions the day before while being locked in a building and forced to stay awake for 24 hours. That sounds awful.
I mean, but I kind of want to see it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. You know, like subtle torture on TV.
Yeah, I forget whether that was on Game Show Network or Comedy Central, but it could work for both.
Or the dark web.
Or the dark web.
I have to admit, he was a producer, but he just always wanted to act, and this was his one big chance.
That's right.
Give me a couple lines.
Sure, yeah. No, they needed all the voices they could get for this. It's just like, here, pick up a mic. Bunch of elves and snowmobiles now set out after whoever stole that flute, and they finally catch up to the snowman, who slips and drops it. But now he's being chased, so he leaves that behind and keeps running till he comes to a cliff and slips off the edge of it. The elves and snowmobiles stop just in time to not fall off the edge, so the leader asks,
Did you find the loot?
Actually, it's a flute, sir.
That was a good joke.
That was a good one. I agree.
So these guys lost the snowman and just shout from the top of the cliff, "You couldn't wait one more day for Christmas, could you?" And head back to base.
Drove someone off of a cliff.
Right.
And they're not, oh, is he okay?
Nah, I don't know. Well, they realized it was a snowman, so.
Yeah.
But this is where the original televised version goes to a commercial.
Mm-hmm. It's a good cut.
Did you happen to watch any of those commercials in the broadcast version?
No, I skipped ahead.
With my DVD.
Okay, the ones that stood out to me, there was one for Bell Atlantic, which means it was an East Coast taping. Sammy, I don't know if you're familiar with the old Bell Atlantic commercials with James Earl Jones.
No, that's not out of mine.
No, okay. Yeah, like this company's now Verizon, but this commercial was animated and it was based on Maurice Sendak's Where the Wild Things Are. I don't remember this commercial, but it was neat.
Sorry, I have to go watch that now.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm going to put that in the show notes. I'm just like, what is this?
In today's sophisticated marketplace, the slightest glitch in the flow of information can cripple your business. Fortunately, one communications giant is fielding the solution. Whether your business is large or small, Bell Atlantic can help you expand your information pipeline, eliminating potential bottlenecks and ensuring a steady stream of success. Wild things are happening. Bell Atlantic. We'll see you there.
A couple of Christmas-themed ones. Old Navy had one. Remember they used to have the mascot that was just a dog, and he hung out with old celebrities like Morgan Fairchild and Carrie Donovan.
Old Navy.
Yeah.
Old Navy performance, please.
Yeah. This one also had Ben Vereen and the Smothers Brothers.
Oh, wow.
It's a very magic holiday special.
Magic, I'm really feeling the holiday spirit.
Hey, Dickie, what about my holiday spirit? It's Morgan Fairchild.
Hi, Magic.
It's Morgan Fairchild.
Hi, boys.
Oh, you shouldn't have, Morgan.
But I did. Old Navy has great gifts under $10.
You all need gifts.
Magic, this is for you.
Happy holidays, everyone. Gifts under $10? Fabulous.
If you've ever wondered about the history of Santa Claus, the traditions behind a Christmas tree, or what people leave out for Santa in Eastern Europe, then you're probably a lot like me. My name's Jeff, and I absolutely love Christmas. Join me on the Lost Christmas podcast and learn about the people, traditions, mysteries, food, celebrations, and all manner of history around the holiday season we all love. At the end of each episode, I also read a little bit from The Lost Years of Santa Claus, a book which fills in the gaps that we have in the story of our beloved gift giver.
Well, we return to find the snowman is back home at what I thought was just a mound of snow, and this is when I realized, oh, this is his house. Mm-hmm. It's not quite an igloo, but it looks like a little cottage that got buried in an avalanche.
Yeah. It's a snowman hobbit hole.
Yeah.
Place of very Shire. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And as he sadly opens the door, I don't know if you caught this, but Don LaFontaine tells us,
as the poor snowman returned wearily home, his mind was in a whirl.
No.
He said the thing, kind of.
He said the thing. He said the thing.
Right there.
He continues, the snowman couldn't stop thinking about Santa and his wonderful workshop and couldn't understand why Santa wouldn't let him have just one little toy. So the snowman falls asleep and dreams about a crowd of people shouting, "We love you, Santa!" And then he pictures himself as Santa and everyone loving him, including a little girl who gives him a kiss on the cheek. And that's when he wakes up and has a wonderful, awful idea.
I know, like, there was a joke when it turned into the snowman. It was like, "You're cool with me, Santa."
Yeah.
You know what? I think A Christmas Coup is underrated for movies. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a good thing for Santa to get a wake-up call every now and again.
The snowman is wearing a red nightcap in bed, and he looks at a mirror on his wall that's lined with icicles that look like a long white beard. So the snowman decides he wants to be Santa. We're told he thinks, why should Santa keep all that love, good tidings, and friendship to himself? This isn't about the flute anymore. This snowman, who's never even met another person in his life before this, craves all that affection Santa's getting.
That's right. It's Snowman Interrupted.
Wow, yeah.
Come on, let's get it. Let's go. He's going to move in.
Oh, no.
I'm going to cut his hair like Santa's.
I mean, kind of. But first he's got to break in.
Single white snowman.
Better than single yellow snowman, I guess.
Oh, dear. I'm surprised they didn't make that joke. This team is kind of ripe for making that joke.
It's so true.
We then cut to an old-timey newsreel about Santa Claus and how different our world would be without him. And we zoom out to discover this film is playing on some sort of theme park-style train ride that's part of a tour of Santa's village.
Mm-hmm.
This tour is being given by Spunky the Elf, voiced by Ben Stein.
Welcome to Santa's wonderful world of Christmas. We ask that you refrain from using any cameras or recording devices while on the tour. Thank you.
I loved it.
It was everywhere in the 90s.
Oh, yeah. And this was fresh off the first season of Win Ben Stein's Money.
Loved that show. Loved that show.
But I first saw Ben Stein in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. How about y'all?
Yeah, I did not realize it, but yeah, probably.
I think he was forever doing an impersonation of himself in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So
I
yeah,
guess so. That was the first place I saw him, and then he showed up in The Wonder Years as basically the same character.
That's fair.
Yeah. But unfortunately for both me and Ben Stein, I will forever associate him now as an unwilling participant in the war on Christmas. Do you remember this? So, like, after this special, but in 2005, Ben Stein delivered this commentary on CBS Sunday Morning, during which he talked about being Jewish but not being bothered by people wishing him Merry Christmas or calling Christmas trees Christmas trees. He doesn't say the word holiday once in the whole piece, which again was 2005. Fine. But years later, some jerk on Facebook decided to take parts of his commentary and make up some lie about him reacting to Barack Obama calling the White House Christmas tree a holiday tree, which never happened.
Blasphemy.
No president has ever called a Christmas tree a holiday tree. Some terrible person somewhere made it up to make people angry for no reason, and it worked. And welcome to 2026.
That's exactly right. The memification of society.
Well, he was in Wacko's Wish because that was a holiday movie.
Was it though? It was just a snowy movie.
And that's what I'm saying. It's a holiday.
Yeah, like I debated doing Wacko's Wish. I'm just like, there's snow and a star, but that doesn't count. Wacko's Wish doesn't count. Sorry, everyone.
All right.
Interesting.
Take note, everyone. Cross it off your annual holiday viewing.
I mean, you can watch it. I'm just not doing it. Anyway, here's Ben Stein as a Christmas elf leading our tour of Santa's village. This is where the magic happens. This reminds me of, have you ever been on the Hershey's chocolate tour?
No.
Okay, well, this reminds me a lot of that. Like, even the look of this ride reminds me of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an interesting bunch of tourists. There's like the big bear, like one Inuit,
yeah,
the penguin we talked about, and a walrus.
Yeah, the penguin. Where's the penguin must be visiting because penguins don't live at the North Pole.
It's true. I was curious about the Inuit who looked lost but also super excited. That was the most enthusiastic one.
Kind of wandered his way in there and was like, "Ooh, this is great."
Yeah.
How many tourists do they get? It seems like this is it.
I mean, it's one ride. It's fine. I don't know. Not a lot of people traveling up there.
I would think it's more like a Hansel and Gretel situation, but that was just me.
You're not wrong.
Hotel California, Hotel North Pole, whatever.
Yeah, propaganda about Santa as you go through.
That's exactly right.
It all makes sense.
I was expecting Mr. DNA to tell us about it.
It's kind of like that too.
It's true.
Dinosaurs.
Dino DNA.
But here's the snowman riding the train in disguise, but his disguise is just Groucho glasses.
It works for Superman.
Terrible disguise, but it works. He's spotted on security camera, but the elves wait. Mm-hmm. The elves go, wait, no, this guy's got a mustache.
Let's go right back to So anyway.
This is the same security elf from before. He's working with another guy gabbing about lady elves. This part's weird.
It was weird.
Well, she says she wants a commitment, but I don't know. I told her maybe when it thaws. It never thaws here. She don't know that.
And it goes on. Like, they keep getting a little more
keep going back to it. This time he's like, well, she said she wants a commitment, but I told her maybe when it thaws. Never thaws here.
Why buy the igloo if you're getting the ice for free?
Okay, buddy. Not even the elves are safe from the manosphere.
Sending you to Santa's HR team. This is sensitivity.
I think it's a re-education camp, probably.
Oh, no.
The North Pole.
Well, back to the tour. The real highlight for me is we get a new bit of Santa lore here. I've heard a lot of attempts to explain how Santa makes all his deliveries in one night.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Stein the Elf shows the latest evolution in sleigh technology, which creates a localized wormhole effect that enables Santa to fold space and time. I told you all the sleigh's a time machine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a Time Lord. That's
that's how you fit all the presents in there. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, the sleigh is a TARDIS.
Yeah,
basically. It's super, super simple.
Mm-hmm. And this is where the snowman decides to hop off the train tour and take a closer look at this newfangled sleigh. But here's this penguin who's been watching him, and he watches him hop off, and he goes tell security.
Buddy, he got fingered by a penguin.
Yeah. But here comes some security elves in dark glasses, and one's brandishing a candy cane like it's a billy club. And they kick the snowman out, like literally throw him out into the snow. I guess I'll get into some of the other elf voices here, because one of these guys is definitely D. Bradley Baker.
Sorry, bub. Nobody touches the sled.
The guy must have had a brain freeze.
We last heard from him as X in Alien Xmas.
Oh, there's a deep cut.
This is a close cousin.
Yeah.
John A. Davis, the director, also voices an elf. Jim Jackman is another elf. He worked with Steve Odekirk on a bunch of things, but I know him best from Spaceballs as the cross-eyed major asshole.
I'm surrounded by assholes.
Yup. But not only did these security elves toss the snowman out, they start hitting him with snowballs, which, if you think about it, is gross.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. They're throwing his flesh at him.
Yeah. And now the snowman's angry, so he goes home and he draws up a battle plan like Kevin in Home Alone.
Project Blizzard.
Project Blizzard, he calls it.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I noticed, because I kept flipping back and forth between both versions of this. In the 3D version, the Project Blizzard paper says in small print in the corner, copyright 2002. And sure enough, in the original, it says copyright 97. So they really did re-render this whole thing.
Interesting. That's a choice. That's certainly a choice.
Yeah. Also, I thought this was Once Upon a Time. Is Santa, or I guess Don LaFontaine, telling us this story from the future?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. Well, he folds space and time.
He folds space and time. That's it.
Went back.
That's how the book works. That's how we see. Yeah, the book, it's a picture book. It's one of those picture books.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the snowman reviews his battle plan and gives a silent but diabolical looking laugh. because his little puddles for eyes are pointed downward to show evil intent. He stitches the name Santa in his red nightcap. He's planning a coup. And then we see him reading a book titled Minions Made Easy. And he goes outside, starts throwing ice cubes onto the ground from what looked like hundreds of ice cube trays he apparently had lying around.
Sure. Wasn't his chief complaint that he was lonely? Because he just instantly solved that problem.
Right?
Well, I don't think they're, like, alive. Like, it's, you know, you can have all your action figures around, but they're not going to give you lots of conversation, you know?
I guess, yeah, the thought didn't even occur to him until he saw other people.
Maybe they're homunculi. Yeah. They're like just soulless bodies that he animated.
Kinda.
So this is like a snowman necromancer, I guess, is what we're getting at.
Pretty much.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, he throws these ice cubes on the ground, and then the snow bubbles up a bit, and out pops an army of what appear to be happy little mini snowmen.
Yeah, I like it.
If Frosty had learned to do this, he wouldn't have had any problems keeping the hat. Like, here's my army.
But then we cut back to these security elves chatting about one of them got caught trying on his girlfriend's clothes, I guess. That's when I remembered that this is from a guy who worked on Ace Ventura.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So super funny.
But here's where they notice one of their maps shows an unauthorized visitor in Sector 12. But they think, it's Christmas Eve. It's probably nothing. But then the sensors on the map start to multiply and the alarm sounds and all the security monitors pull up a message that says, panic, run for your lives. So they call Santa, who's in his bathroom weighing himself. But I'm not really looking at that. My attention is drawn to his candy cane striped toilet seat.
Yeah.
And where can I get one?
You know, looks like a big Starlight mint.
Don't lick it. Don't.
Oh, no.
No, thank you. No.
Weird that Santa's got a monitor in his bathroom that the elves can call whenever they have to. That doesn't seem like a good idea.
I feel they don't give him a lot of personal space.
No. They really love him.
Well, when you're running a brainwashing campaign, you have to be available 24/7, right? Let's be honest. You know.
Yeah, you got to expect these sort of things. So, you know. But they've got an incoming transmission from an elf named Flippy, who's being attacked by this army of snowmen. And by attacked, I mean they're just sliding past him really fast.
They're everywhere! So many! Santa! Santa, do you copy this? Oh, no!
Maybe they're running him over? I don't know, because all we see after that is the camera pointing to the ground and we hear Flippy screaming.
We don't want to know what happens.
I think it's a Blair Witch.
Yeah, they just scream, Flippy, no! Flippy's screams are provided by Mark DiCarlo, the voice of Jimmy Neutron's dad, Hugh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, makes sense. That tracks.
He was there. Well, Santa's seen enough. He tells the security elf to go to red alert. And a bunch of the rest of this is just a big old battle between elves and snowmen.
And gingerbread men.
And gingerbread men.
I love the gingerbread men.
Oh, but first, right out of the gate, they invoke the Battle of Hoth because here come a bunch of scout walkers shaped like igloos with legs.
Freaking awesome.
And their feet are snowshoes.
Yes. Yeah. So 1997, that was the same year as the Star Wars Special Edition hit the theaters, and filming's begun on The Phantom Menace, so this was right near the beginning of that second big era of Star Wars hype.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I really thought Frosty blew it. I think his strategy was poor. Probably being 3 days old helped.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, I was like, and then I remember, like, back when they were chasing him at the beginning off the cliff, their names were Eggnog 1 and Eggnog 2, which is another.
Sure. So our main snowman is riding out of these igloo walkers, and they all come to a halt before a big trench the elves are in. Santa's watching this from his control room, and he tells his troops to hold their fire. He wants to see what this snowman wants. So he gets on a microphone and he tells the snowman,
"This is Santa of the North Pole. You have entered a restricted area. Please respond."
And he does. The snowman sends a transmission back. that is read by Santa's communications elf.
Hark! Incoming message. Message reads as, "Give me Christmas."
Voiced by Victoria Jackson of Saturday Night Live and UHF fame.
Oh, man.
Yeah, who it would later turn out is exactly the sort of person who would get fired up about that misquoted Ben Stein Warren Christmas Facebook post.
I'm glad you said it. I don't want to.
No. But as this communications elf, she reads back the snowman's response to Santa, "Give me Christmas." And Santa recognizes that as the threat it is. This guy's got walking ice tanks. He's going to try and take Christmas whether Santa likes it or not.
And he's going to give him coal and switches, which
Some
is
switches.
Little Krampus there.
Yeah, coal's one thing, but you don't hear about Santa busting out the switch anymore. Jeff, you're a Christmas historian. Was the threat of a switch to bad kids from anywhere specific?
So yeah, well, I mean, if we're getting back into it, it would be more like Northern European, Germanic.
Okay.
Looking at like a rue clause, which is the root of Krampus, and it was more like punishment based. So switches, kind of like whippings, beatings, not uncommon, and an inversion too, like post Christmas, second Christmas type of inversion. So yeah, I mean, Santa's like right in his bag here. Yeah,
this isn't out of place for him. Okay.
Yeah, Black Peter, like usually, usually he lets someone else carry the switch, so he could be the
right. Yeah, my hands are clean. Not this time.
That's right.
One of the igloo walkers opens fire, and now we've got a battle. Santa gives the order to assemble the reindeer and attack, and these reindeer, it turns out, have rocket-powered hooves.
Which is terrifying, but also cool.
Yeah, like they appear to be otherwise real reindeer in the world of this special, which I can only assume are fed jet fuel.
Possibly. They could be some kind of cyborg situation.
I guess so. Maybe, yeah.
Part of that Mr. DNA messing around with.
Yeah, that. Considering Steve Odekirk and his humor, I'm just glad the rockets are coming out of the reindeer's hooves.
That's true. That's true. It could have been far more interesting.
Yup. And then this just really is a Star Wars battle scene.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, boys, let's deck the halls. Blitzing forward to Comet 7. I'm going in.
Does anyone have a favorite weapon used here? They're all kind of cute.
Coco Squirter 4000.
Yeah, that one's fun.
That's good.
I like the gingerbread men, I think.
Same. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the hug to death.
Yeah.
That was great.
Like they bring out an oven that deploys freshly baked gingerbread men, and they give the snowman a hug.
It just melts.
They just melt, yeah. That's the elf strategy. Melt the snowman. One of them's got the hot cocoa squirt gun. Some of them have hair dryers, but the cords aren't long enough.
Yeah, it was weird, but cool. I'll take it.
I have this Grinch video game for Xbox, and one of the things you're trying to avoid are gingerbread men trying to hug you. So it kind of gave me flashbacks, like, no, not again. It's so hard to get around.
Right? They're going to burn you to death.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I think I talked about this when we were doing Alien Xmas, but I have a tabletop role-playing game called Santa's Soldiers.
Yes, you did.
And it's based the role-playing game of this, and like all these things you're seeing, even the Cocoa Squirter, the candy canes, the ice picks, it's like the whole thing.
Yeah, another elf shoots an ice pick that hammers itself into one of the igloo walkers and breaks it apart.
That's awesome.
Yep. Meanwhile, the little mini snowmen are either spitting little snowballs out of their mouths like Birdo, or they're rolling big giant snowballs down a hill and crushing the elves. But they also have Superman-style ice breath and freeze some of them on the ground into solid blocks of ice.
Yeah, like I said, I think the snowman really blew this one.
Yeah.
He had like AT-ATs and like super snowmen, and he could make more of them.
Right.
This is just it's a failure of planning.
Oh, the mistletoe missile.
Yeah, that was next.
That's a cool, yeah.
And it's kind of what it sounds like. Santa deploys sprigs of mistletoe that float down on parachutes over the heads of the snowmen, who all stop shooting and start kissing each other.
The ways that could be misused.
No. Please don't try this at home. Please don't start a war against Santa or against snowmen for that matter.
It's true.
It's a pretty even battle at this point, but Santa realizes time's running out because Christmas morning's creeping closer and closer.
That does it. We can't wait any longer. I've got toys to deliver. Prepare my assault vehicle. Santa's coming to town.
The assault vehicle is a giant nutcracker on a tank, which towers over the igloo walkers. But the snowman appears to have been prepared for this because he sends out a signal of his own that summons from beneath the ice an abominable snow monster.
Amazing.
Now, this one seems like he could have just been friends with the snow monster. This guy.
Right?
Yeah, he's just calling in a favor. This looks less like Bumble from Rudolph and more like Marshmallow, the big snow monster from Frozen.
Yes. I thought the same thing.
Only spikier. Yeah. So now we get a big kaiju fight on the battlefield between this abominable snow monster and the Nutcracker tank.
Yep.
And man, they really knew how to okay, so our Nutcracker doesn't really have to move, so we just have to swing him back and forth.
Yeah, he's got a flamethrower too that makes short work of the snow monster, melts it down to a teeny tiny size, even compared to an elf who sends it running away like a scared dog, just yipe, 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 yipe.
Yeah, it gave me vibes of the Total Tank from Santa Claus and the creepy giant toy soldiers from Santa Claus 2. Like if you merge those two nightmares together.
Oh, didn't think about that. Good call.
Mm.
So now the snowman's surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
He gets out of his igloo walker, puts his hands up, and Santa steps out and tells him it's over. And as soon as he's done making his Christmas deliveries, they will discuss the terms of surrender.
This is where Santa messed up.
Yeah.
You have an assault vehicle, you don't walk out.
It's true.
Snowman hasn't quite given up yet. He whistles for his minions who surround Santa and the other elves. At first, it doesn't seem like enough, but then we zoom out and we see snow minions as far as the eye can see. That's a lot of ice cubes.
It's true.
So we cut to Santa locked up behind a wall of icicle bars now, trying to reason with the snowman, who's got his own Santa hat now. He sculpted a sleigh out of ice, and it's going to be pulled by 8 tiny snow minions.
Because snowmen fly. Well, I guess reindeer fly. Why not?
Yeah, sure. Santa begs the snowman to think of the children, but the snowman smiles as he flies off into the night sky, leaving Santa to lament.
Oh, man. The Easter Bunny will never let me hear the end of this one.
One of my favorite running gags in the specials is when Santa and the Easter Bunny have this snarky relationship with each other.
Oh, yeah, they're buds.
Love it.
So here we go. The snowman's taking over Santa's gig, and Don LaFontaine tells us what the snowman's thinking.
It was a wonderful, magical feeling. Now, all he had to do was deliver a few toys, and everyone would love him.
That's what this is all about. He just wants to be loved. He's never experienced before. He didn't know how to go about getting love, so this is where we are.
No one raised him. No one showed him proper social etiquette.
Right. Snowman's on a rooftop now, about to go down his first chimney, but the fireplace is still lit, and it knocks him back, and he slides off the roof.
Should have been his first clue this wasn't going to work.
Yeah, well, why is your fireplace lit on Christmas Eve? There's a kid in the house. They're expecting Santa. They're presumably all asleep. Put out your fire.
That's right.
Thankfully, it's a small one-story house, so the snowman's okay.
Yeah.
And he can't get in through the chimney, so he tries going in through the front door. But it's locked. So he takes an icicle hanging from the roof, and he picks the lock.
A little B&E never hurt anybody. Oh, wait.
He's come bearing gifts whether you like it or not.
That's right.
Necromancer, dual-class rogue.
Oh, man. Yeah, he's my Baldur's Gate build.
Meanwhile, back in his icy prison, Santa is met by a rescue mission led by Flippy. He's okay. And he breaks out Santa with a heat lamp to melt the icicles.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it took.
It's really, again, just poorly thought out. That's
fine. Yeah, well, it's baby's first coup attempt.
Ice is what he has to work with.
Right, yeah. He's doing the best he can. And back at this house, the snowman's about to leave presents under this family's Christmas tree when a little girl who's still awake tiptoes into the living room and asks,
Santa?
The snowman smiles and nods, and this girl doesn't know any better. She's so excited. No one can agree on who is voicing this little girl. Wikipedia's got one name that's not even in the credits. IMDb credits this to someone named Nicole Young, but it looks like they've combined her credits with another Nicole Young who is not a kid during this. So I don't know. But Santa Snowman gives this girl a little dolly made of ice, of course. And this poor girl gives her new doll a kiss, and now her lips are frozen to the ice doll like Flick in A Christmas Story.
Stuck?
Yeah. Snowman tries to help her get unstuck, and this has to be frightening.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine? It's late at night. You think Santa's in your living room. He gives you this beautiful ice sculpture, and then it gets stuck to your face.
Little bit of The Conjuring.
Try pulling it off. It's
right.
Like,
And when he does manage to get it unstuck, it falls and shatters to the floor.
I have an ice golem in my living room.
Yeah.
You know.
This poor girl is quite distressed now. But Santa Snowman waves his arms and says, "Wait, no, it's okay." And he reaches into his bag, which he put down next to the fireplace that's still lit. So now all the toys in there have melted into a puddle on the floor. This little girl is devastated. She starts to cry. The snowman starts to cry. Sad violins kick in as the real Santa arrives and looks at the scene through the window.
Should have talked to Skellington. This stuff never works out.
Yeah.
One house and you're gonna...
So I guess Santa teleports his way into the house because we see a bright light appear behind the sobbing snowman and suddenly Santa's inside.
Bending space-time.
Maybe there's some sort of thing on his belt that folds space and time too. Right?
Yeah.
You know, why restrict it to just the sleigh?
Sure. A little remote button, like for your garage.
Yeah.
And he couldn't go down the chimney. There's still a fire going. So Santa tells the snowman,
"I think she's looking for this,"
and hands him a regular old stuffed doll. She immediately stops crying and gives a kiss to the doll and to Santa Snowman. And then the real Santa tells her, "It's time to put your dolly to bed. I need to finish delivering the rest of these toys." This girl isn't fazed one bit by the fact that there are two Santas in her living room.
That kind of stuff happens to her every year.
Yeah.
Easter Bunny drops by. Try to give her green and red eggs. That's weird.
Yeah. I'm seeing double here. 4 Santas. She just tells them both thank you and heads to bed. And that's the end of that. And we're back outside as Santa gives the snowman a stern talking to. Tells him, "We have a score to settle. You've got this coming to you, and it's the flute." It was for him the whole time, and Santa says as much. That was always yours, but next time, wait for Christmas. That was very anticlimactic.
Agreed.
But after the battle, I'm kind of glad it is.
Yeah.
You know, I could have seen it being like eviscerating the snowman. You know, like
Yeah.
giving him, here's a cookie, Merry
Right.
Christmas,
Yeah.
or, you know.
This was yours. Now you gotta wait till next Christmas. Like at the very least. I don't know. Santa then explains to the snowman,
"You have to remember, Snowman, Christmas giving isn't just for Santa. The spirit of giving is something that lives inside of all of us, okay?"
and the snowman is very happy to hear and understand that now.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't give little girls ice sculptures and they'll be good.
Right.
That too.
So Santa heads back onto his sleigh, presses a button, and we hear that beep beep like he's unlocking a car. 1997.
Yeah.
And then the snowman turns around to go back to his own sleigh, which has also melted on the roof next to the hot chimney, along with his 8 tiny snow minions.
So we're just going to assume they're not alive, or else this is a massacre.
No, yeah.
Empty shells.
Well, and the snowman was fine inside the warm house next to the fire. So he is alive. Like, don't worry about it. It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine.
Yep.
It's fine.
This is me hand waving.
There it is. So now the snowman needs a ride home, and Santa's happy to give him a lift. As Don LaFontaine tells us,
"And so Santa and the snowman became friends. And that's all the snowman really wanted anyway. A friend."
and that is where the original version ends. we have a little more to go in the 3D version because remember, this started with Santa reading a book, which he now closes and tells us he and the snowman have been best friends ever since. Then he goes on about how they had a snowball fight just the other day, and Santa claims he taught that snowman a thing or two about good old-fashioned snowball throwing. But as he's going on about this, we see the snowman sneak up behind him and nail him in the back of the head.
I like his slow progression of stalking Santa.
Like he pokes out from under a table and then he goes behind the tree and then he comes out, wham!
It was great.
Santa's a good sport about it. He gets up and laughs and the two of them wave goodbye as Santa wishes us Merry Christmas, and that's almost it. We're treated to a short blooper reel of some of the scenes from the special, but like Santa falls over and everybody laughs, stuff like that. 3D animation loved doing this in the early aughts.
Yes.
I think A Bug's Life started this trend.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe Toy Story 2?
Bug's Life did it first, and then Toy Story 2 did it, and then like Pixar did it for a while. Like
they carried that torch for a while.
Yeah, Cars did it. But it ends with a bunch of elves wearing 3D glasses staring at the audience like, they look so real.
That guy with the funny hair.
Yeah. Now that's it. And that was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I liked it.
Yeah, it was a good balance, like it's Battle Santa, but it's really in good fun, and it ends with that smalchy, we're gonna be, we're best friends now, so I think it's that kind of thing. Yeah, we'll keep kids interested, but at the same time, the parents are looking at each other going like, wait, what did they just say in that song?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, it was fun enough, and the pacing was interesting, had a blend of, some Star Wars, some Blair Witch, some Conjuring with this face frozen, all the Christmas specials.
Oh, Elf Bowling. When was the last time you thought of Elf Bowling?
Wow.
That was
not too long ago.
Sadly, not too long ago. Yeah. I'm with Mike.
It comes with the territory.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was good. Yeah. It was it's a fun one. I don't know when I'll rewatch it, but it's one of those where if you're looking to kill a half an hour, it's not a bad one to pull up if you have it.
Yeah, this is one that I feel like it's more fun to look at than it is to pay attention to.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to show this to my kids, though. I think they'll have fun with it.
Same, yeah.
But this is also a good special to put on at a party while you're decorating in the background. It makes for great scenery at your Christmas festivities. And while the audio's nice, hearing Don LaFontaine is always fun. You can also follow along without sound pretty easily.
It's true.
The Star Wars battle scene was great. But thank you both for joining me for this. It's been an honor serving with you.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Great. Merry Christmas.
Well, if people want to look through your windows and watch your family tell you how awesome you are, and you are, where would you like them to find you on the internet? Sammy.
That's it's at Sammy Hain on most social media. My hub is on Facebook, Sammy's Easter Tales, where I annoy everyone with everything that has to do with bunnies or eggs about twice a year.
Nice.
And Jeff.
Yeah, you can find me at lostchristmaspodcast.com or on any of the social media sites. You can find on any of the podcast services as well. You can check it out. New season's coming up this winter. We've got more histories, mysteries, monsters, Santas from around the world, all the fun stuff that I dive into during the podcast. So very exciting. And again, thanks for having me, Mike. This was great.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, please go check out those things. They're all very fun. You can find all of us linked in the show notes of this episode and at adventcalendar.house. Next time, we're going to remain on the battlefield, and it's not going to be as pretty, but we'll do our best to keep it somewhat cheerful. Until then, for Jeff Lofton and Sammy Hain, from my lonely snow cave in the middle of nowhere, just a short waddle to the North Pole, this is Mike Westfall saying, give peace a chance, and watch out for that icy patch. Good night, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Retro Network.
Next time on the Advent Calendar House.